Hook these bad boys up. Hey, did you know I like weapons? No, seriously. It doesn't matter if it's a stone knife or one of those giant spinny wheel of death things that they tested back in World War II. I'm what you might call a bit of a weaponologist. A person who studies the history of weapons. But did you also know that I'm also a complete nerd? Like seriously, I have had this since 1995. But it's not just Star Wars. It's pretty much anything sci-fi, high fantasy, low fantasy. I even have my own set of D&D dice. But did you know I also build things like a hovercraft out of a leaf blower, a plywood, and some tarp. I've built a retractable claw, but also built this fully functional, completely mobile Mandalorian flamethrower. Oh yeah. But you ever wondered how a flamethrower works? Mechanically speaking, flamethrowers are simple devices that use compressed gases to propel a stream of fuel along a hose through a wand past an ignition source. This produces a roaring, hellish stream of fire. Flamethrowers like the American M2 that was used from World War II all the way through Vietnam use a 3-tank system. The center smaller tank contains the compressed gas. The 2 larger tanks contain the fuel. You see, air molecules in any given environment naturally space themselves out. But using the proper tools, you can compress these together inside a container, giving you compressed air. When that containment fails, the results are hilarious YouTube video. The compressed air contained in that small container looks for a quick exit, but it's blocked by the fuel in the 2 tanks. So the air pushes the fuel out through the line into the wand. The wand contains 2 triggers. The rear trigger is a valve that releases the fuel. The front trigger sparks the ignition system, resulting in a 40-meter flame of death. If you live in a civilized country like America, that's 131.2 feet, giving you a burn that lasts only 7 to 10 seconds, despite what you see in video games and movies. Now, the Mandalorian flamethrower. It contains science that we have not yet obtained. As you can see from this 3D model, everything is contained in the gauntlet itself. And this little tube on the side is where the flame is propelled from. We painstakingly sat through every episode of The Mandalorian that contained a flamethrower action, and we determined that that flame in that self-contained unit of this mysterious compressible fuel or gas, I don't know. I'm not a space guy. I couldn't tell you. Burns for a total of 14 seconds. That is a whole 4 to 7 seconds longer than the American flamethrower from World War II. And that's enough of this. Let's get to the testing. Okay, we're on a friend of mine's farm. We're on our way back to a pond where we have Darth Vader on a sailboat, because that's totally something that would have happened. We're going to test out the flamethrower, and you guys are going to see it being shot for the first time. Let's check it out. Okay, our flamethrower is loaded up. We have our Vader on a boat. We put a little bit of extra something on there. I got my camera out there. I'm going to try not to rust my camera, but it might happen. But here it goes. The first test of the Mandalorian flamethrower. Oh, ran out of fuel. Okay, what went wrong? It's pretty simple. The ignition system on the flamethrower broke and it came out of line with the nozzle. We repaired that. We also noticed that the fuel was coming out too fast. So we went ahead and made the nozzle smaller to make the burn last a little bit longer. Okay, I'm back for round 2. I have made the necessary repairs to my Mandalorian flamethrower. Now I have a Sith Trooper over here, and we have put all kinds of black powder at his feet to ensure his demise. Ah! Okay, it's super muddy, super wet out here, but that's not gonna stop me. We have Vader back down here on his boat, covered in gunpowder, but I took his sails off because he was getting away from me, so we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. Who says you gotta be fair at bounty hunting? I think it was too much. Okay, we made the hole too small. Go figure. Trial and error. So we're going to open it back up and go out there and burn some more Star Wars clearance items. Okay, we've made our third and hopefully final adjustment to the flamethrower. We're going to roast this droid tri-fighter who's missing a wing, so I guess it's just a regular fighter. But we're going to roast it and see how that looks. Then hopefully we're ready to go bounty hunting. Okay, I know I said we were going to go bounty hunting. That's before I saw this at the clearance section in Walmart. Look at this thing. It is a C-3PO, and I'm pretty sure the people who made this were brother and sister. But since this thing was in the clearance section, we're going to put it out of its misery with a little nighttime flame action. Let's do it. We're checking it out. Mine gosh. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Think we're ready for some bounty hunting action? Oh yeah. Hey, I know what you're thinking. Where did you get the absolutely authentic, 100% not licensed by Disney Mandalorian armor? Well, let me tell you, I got a sweetheart of a deal. It only cost me 10 bucks and a coupon for a free Days Big and Juicy from Wendy's. Best part, get this. The lady I got it from said she was a third cousin to the actress that played the Mandalorian's armor. So the costume looked convincing, her credentials, what am I to question?
This is the way.
Who am I to question? I don't judge people based upon their looks. I'm not Twitter. So I marched down into that shady sewer and I got myself this Mandalorian armor. But that's not what you're here to see. You're here to see me roast Baby Yoda. It took me hours to make this thing. But for some reason, some of you people on the internet want to kill it. Can't have anything fun because you want to kill it. I wanted to get the little guy chicken nuggets and chalky milk. But no. You want to destroy Baby Yoda? So that's what I'm going to do. Let's go set him down. Ha! Apparently me, a mere mortal, couldn't get past Baby Yoda's force shield, but I'm good with that. I don't mind that I clickbaited you into watching this video because I desperately need your love and affection in the form of bell notified subscriptions, likes, and comments. Let me know if you would have roasted Baby Yoda. I want to give a huge shout out to my friend Darren that helped make this happen. He has a 3D printer and he made the head portion for me, and it took 35 hours to print this thing up. So Darren, awesome buddy, and completely unrelated. Seriously, completely unrelated. Darren has a website called bestofferdeals.com. He sells a whole bunch of random stuff from electronic components to t-shirts. If that's your thing, you like random stuff, I encourage you to go check it out. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Baby Yoda here. And I are going to head to McDonald's and get some chicken nuggets. I think they're very well deserved. He got a little toasty and almost lost some of his Bernie Sanders hair. But anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe and keep flaming, America. Wait.